So here we're going to start some operations with polynomials. And this takes us way on down the page to number 40. And it is, in this case, subtraction. So whenever I'm subtracting polynomials, I have this subtraction, and some of us remember to distribute the negative, or there's an assumed 1 right here, we can distribute the negative 1, however you look at it. So I have negative a squared minus 3 minus 3a minus a negative is plus a positive a squared minus a negative 5 is plus a positive 5. So then I'm going to combine like terms. What I do notice is that this negative a squared and this positive a squared will cancel each other. They'll simplify. Then I combine my terms here. I have negative 3a, and then I have negative 3 and a positive 5, which is a positive 2. Now, a couple of things I did not mention before. Negative 3 is called a coefficient. Any number in front of a variable is a coefficient. So negative 3 is the coefficient of a. 2 is the constant. It will not have a variable, it's just a number. So here, if I look and identify some of the things we've already learned, I have performed the operation to subtract. This is a binomial because it has 2 terms, and the degree is 1. If I look right here, how many variables does this first term have? 1. How many variables here? 0, and I will always choose the largest of the 2. So that would be my answer. On number 43, we're going to combine like terms. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me pull this one out of the way. So in number 43, I'm going to add. Now because I'm adding, it just says add them up. I don't have to distribute anything. The positive 1 will just keep the positive 1. So I'm going to start with my highest exponent. I have 30x cubed and 50x cubed is 80x cubed. Just combining like terms. Go to the squares. Negative 49x squared and negative 60x squared is negative 105x squared. Now for just the x's. There is just this one term with an x, a positive 7x. And then here is my constant, because it doesn't have any variables, minus 75. So I have 4 terms here, so I would just consider this a polynomial. It doesn't have a special term, nothing for 4. 1, 2, and 3. Mono, bi, and trinomials are the 1, 2, and 3. So I look here and go, okay, well, let's identify the degree. This has 3 variables, 2, 1, and 0. Of course, we're in standard form, decreasing power. So the highest degree, or the highest number of variables, is 3. The degree is 3. On number 44, I have to subtract, which means I'm going to distribute that negative. I personally like to go through and write out everything, so I'm not going to write in red. So I have negative 3x cubed plus 7x squared minus 8, minus a negative is a positive 5x cubed, minus 9x squared, minus a negative is a positive 8x, and then minus my constant here, 19. So we're going to combine like terms. I'm looking at my cubes. Negative 3x cubed, positive 5x cubed is a positive 2x cubed. Go into the squares. 7x squared, negative 9x squared is negative 2x squared. Then looking at the x's, I have this x right here, and it stands alone, so I don't combine it with anything. And then I have the constant negative 8 and negative 19, which adds up to be negative 27. Again, I have 4 terms, so I'm going to consider this a polynomial. I'm looking at the degree. I have 3 x's, 2 x's, 1, and 0, so the degree is 3. So I'm just performing those different operations. Let's look at one more screen. And here we're going to find the product. I'm going to save the product for the next video. So to continue, you'll go to the next video.